He plays trumpet, flugelhorn, bass, trombone, arranger, and vocal, Arturo Sandoval.
World-renowned composer, pianist, and trumpet player Arturo Sandoval was born in the village of Artemis, Cuba on November 6th of 1949. Sandoval began playing classical trumpet at age 11, and his first exposure to jazz was when somebody played him Dizzy Gillespie's and Charlie Parker's 1946 record. In his interview with the Washington Post in 2004, Sandoval said, "When I heard Dizzy, I started to practice more and more. That was also my only way to get out of the complete frustration we had on the island. There were so many difficulties and scarcity of everything. Since the shortages were largely due to the U.S.'s trade embargoes, the Cuban government attempted to filter out any type of American influence that its people could access. In Cuba, both men and women from ages 17 to 28 are subject to 2 years of military service. In 1971, Sandoval was drafted, and while completing his obligatory service, they caught him listening to jazz and punished him with 4 months in a military prison.
Good evening. Willis Conover in Washington, D.C. The Voice of America presents The Big Bands. Tonight, Benny Goodman.
Sandoval once stated that they called jazz the music of imperialists.
We need to experiment.
No, you don't want to experiment. You just don't want to play our music. You want to play their music. The music of the enemy.
What is the music of the enemy? What does that mean?
That's enough. Our comrades are losing their lives in Angola now. You guys are thinking about your little music, just about yourself. There's no time for that. There are limits. Bien? There are limits.
How are you gonna get them to support a jazz band?
Never call it jazz. Don't ever even use the word.
They'll know, they'll hear it.
Paquito, these guys, they're not musicians, they're bureaucrats. You're Cuban, I'm Cuban, Chucho's Cuban. Whatever we play is gonna be Cuban music.
We'll need some kind of camouflage, you know?
Congas.
Yeah, big ones.
Up front.
Up front!
Despite the government's restrictions, in 1973, Arturo Sandoval, Paquito de Rivera, and Chucho Valdez discovered a way to form their band. The band, which they called Irequere, was a success and toured internationally throughout the 70s. In 1977, Sandoval met Dizzy Gillespie, with whom he'd later record and tour with. In fact, with Gillespie's help, in 1990, Sandoval defected from Cuba and moved to Miami with his family, where him and Gillespie maintained an extraordinary friendship till the very end.
We start playing? Yes. Okay, one.
Since moving to the United States, Sandoval has produced and composed a vicissitude of award-winning albums and scores as he continues to perform concerts internationally. Sandoval is largely credited with the development of the FIU music department and has received an Emmy Award, 10 Grammys, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom.